we get to wrap up 2016 today. This is the latest agenda that I think you guys modified it and tweaked it just a little bit, but pretty much the same format that we've been running on. The previous QBR action items, we did a little survey, and I don't think there were many action items. One of the, Chris, I think you, toward the end of last meeting, we talked about LMC, and that it needs to be a big focus. So we're moving forward as in every opportunity we can to zoom in on the LMC opportunities. Matt Kyle, so you made the presentation this time, Matt. He's been. We're going to try to fatten up your envelope. He's been very helpful. Matt's been working frequently with our crew. I know you've been up at Simcoe with Charlie quite a bit, and so we continue to utilize our specialists. Preston was been up in Colorado working with Pete. I think Ken, you've been up there. Also, and then Tony's going to come out in a couple weeks and work with us.
We also have a separate sales initiative from a commission standpoint, just on liquid filters.
Okay.
Internally, so a pay program that's tied to LMC.
Mm-hmm.
So, while we're talking about LMC, I do want to put a challenge out to you guys. So if we can find a spider application, a Paul spider, I don't know if that will actually be in any of your accounts, but there's extra incentive for us to find and take out a Paul spider account.
Squish the spider.
Squish the spider.
SPDR.
Yeah, it's SPDR.
Sure.
It's called an SPDR.
Okay. What's in it for us, Chris? Is there like an extra set of steak knives or?
Yeah.
That's second.
No,
That's
No, we were just told of this week, so.
Fresh out of our sales meeting.
Yeah.
What's the story behind it?
So that is one of the, I would say, products that Paul's been able to take some market share from us.
Okay.
And, so we've lost some. Now we've got some products we want to come out and we want to basically go back and find where we lost that share, take it back, and then continue to grab more from them. So it really is go back and capture what we lost from.
And we have a different technology from what we lost.
That, I'd have to lean on Tony a little bit for that.
Okay.
But
yeah, we do. So where we primarily lost the market to them was in the leading edge space on the 5 nanometer, kind of the 5 nanometer spiders, where we really lost some space. We have a 2 nanometer product right now that's really taking over and being more dominant and very competitive. And we're going to price that appropriately to do the job. So on the leading edge, where we can slip that 2 nanometer product in, we feel we can get that market share back.
So it may not be real applicable for you guys, but I do want to put it out there. If you do find in some of the trailing edge applications, or you're talking to your customers and you hear the spider, talk to Tony about it. Let's figure out how to take it out.
Yeah, we'll keep. We'll stay on the alert for that. In fact, I think you guys are still putting your goals together for 2017.
We are.
But Ken and I already talked about it. So whatever you guys line up with, we'll try to incorporate into ours to make sure you get that kind of focus.
Yeah, LMC, I can absolutely guarantee you, is going to be a big driver for the trailing edge fabs. We have a North American goal of increasing our LMC at the trailing edge like $1 million, which really starts with you guys. So it's a big number and something we really need to focus on.
Okay. Well, at minimum, we'll maintain our LMC goal. We have an overall growth goal for Entegris, but then we broke out the LMC. And maybe we can even throw an extra adder in for this spider.
Okay.
So we'll attack it that way. So just a quick review on some of the goals. Prime Lock, it's been a goal all year round, and we had some successes to the tune of pushing $600,000 this year in sales. Some of the wins that we've talked about previously were Atmel, Simcoe, and Intel. So PrimeLock is starting to take off. We'll talk here in a bit some of the challenges that we see. But you guys mentioned during the last meeting that toolkits on hand at Aztec to help drive it would be a useful item. So Mark Caulfield has been working very closely with Andy and just recently sent me an update. We're going to order a couple of these kits and offer a couple different programs. Loaners, loan to own, giveaways depending on the level of PrimeLock sales that could be generated. So we're going to team up with you guys and whatever it takes to proliferate PrimeLock into the market. Some of the accounts that we're looking at, where there's already been quite a bit of activity, in some cases, most cases, Mark Caulfield's been out to these accounts. We've made presentations, we've put demos together, or demos are like at Sandia. Pete's working on that one. In fact, you were just at Sandia this week, I think. Right? Mm-hmm. Pete just got back late last night from another great trip to New Mexico. So some of the these are some of the places that I think we could talk about loan to own, or if the volume's high enough, let's give them a kit. A couple of these per our meeting last time, like we could use some Entegris help to gain specification at LAM, which would help business trickle through at Foresight.
How's it going on a more of a global scale, PrimeLock?
I think pretty successfully. I mean, that's probably from a macro perspective something Mark could probably speak to. Everything I've heard has been very positive.
Yeah, just as a point of reference, 2016 sales in 2016 were, and I haven't heard the final numbers, but probably at least double what they were the year before, probably even closer to triple. So 2016 just really, it showed that we have gained significant traction, and a lot of it is with the IDMs.
Intel and Samsung are adopting it, right, Mark? So
Correct.
And as
Yep.
Intel ramps this year, that's really gonna go up.
Mm-hmm.
So on that LAM specification you have up there, have you guys been working with Melissa on that, since she does cover the LAM accounts up in Oregon?
I mean, I've talked to her on, it's more from a pricing standpoint on standard product, but not on, converting to PrimeLock, but I can do that. See if she can.
There's
push
a
things
long
along.
Yeah.
Spec.
We can, I guess, drive that with Melissa.
Yeah,
Yeah,
LAM,
that's really a Melissa.
Yeah.
Even tubing though.
Mark, have you worked with Melissa on that at all, or with Lamb?
Well, we've had some conversations around that, and actually looking at trying to expand it actually to a global perspective with regard to LAM, trying to get some pull through, because we've had success in Samsung in Korea, trying to get them to pull through a little bit more with LAM in the U.S. to specify PrimeLock. It's not a huge high priority on the Korean team's list of things to do, but it's a conversation we've had with them. Brett Reichow has been there. We've talked about it a little bit there. So there's been discussions made. We just haven't made a lot of progress on it. And it's LAM.
well, LAM really embraced
So that's
PLR in particular from my past with them. They were really going that route, and they may have that really in place, and it's hard for them to convert yet to a new type. Do you see that, Mark? PLR with LAM?
Well, yeah, I mean, they have been using PLR, yes.
Yeah.
That's what they had been using. So they have to look at the cost of change and so on.
Are they still making the 1/8" PrimeLock an issue, Mark?
Not that I have heard of recent, but that has been one of their points of contention.
Because they're LAM.
What was the issue with 1/8"?
We don't have it.
Oh,
They want it.
Don't have it.
okay, that would
Don't
be-
God know.
Okay.
Does PLR have it?
Yes.
Wow.
I wasn't even aware of that.
So did you start that as an action item to follow up with Melissa? Por favor. So a bit of some of the key things that we've worked on this year. Recently we did that nice presentation on Prime Lock at JB Henderson for Ocotillo, also Fab 6, and out at Qualcomm. So those are all areas that we're following up on. In fact, those are all Pete's accounts, and I know you've any updates on those, Pete?
Yeah, NXP wants to take another look at it again, probably. Matt and I were out there, we met with a gentleman that's interested in using it on some wet benches. So we're gonna circle back around with him when he's ready, probably next couple weeks.
Was that Mike guy? Lancaster?
So the sales funnel, this was until last week we were using this format. So like what you've done with it, Chris, I think you're the responsible party for updating the new.
I blamed it on you and I said it.
Oh, Steve. So,
But if we liked it, it was you.
we've embraced that 100%. So I just need to get this added to our new AsNet, so you guys don't get screwed up by it. So we have a new format that I think will be even easier to use than the last one. So I sent that.
Yeah, just so you guys know what we're doing is corporate wide. We've standardized on the latest format that I gave you. So what we're going to do is I want to get an update from you every month, and then I'll roll that into the one that I have to send up into corporate, so that really everybody, all our executives get overall visibility for what's going on. Particularly around the LMC, I do want to see those on there. There's a lot of visibility on our LMC activities. So I want to make sure that, as you guys uncover these opportunities, we get those in. The thresholds for most of the opportunities should be about 50,000 for what, I'm going to push up. If you've got other ones that you feel are strategic, go ahead and put them in, whether that's, 10,000, 20,000, that's fine. I'll kind of, I'll pull those out. LMC, I want to see them all. If, maybe not $2,000 one, but, 10,000, 15,000, those would be.
Yeah,
Those were big wins at some of these small fabs.
And that's why I'm bringing this point up.
I was gonna say,
LMC is a knife fight. I mean, I get it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
any of them that can put breath on a mirror are interesting to us. So
Yeah.
we'll go after them all, but I'll lay them out, and I guess maybe you could. Just...
Oh no! So yeah, basically what I do is I'm going to take your funnel, and then I'll sort it and filter it for the ones that I feel make sense for us to push up into the corporate realm. So I mean, if you hit me with 100, I don't know how many you have, just roughly 100. I may take your top 20 or top 30, push those up. I actually keep a separate North American funnel that I use to track, and it's not the same as the one that gets pushed up to corporate. So
okay.
Like I said, for me, they're all important as well too.
So we're gonna hold on to your exact format. I hope this doesn't screw you up, but we have a couple extra columns that I put off to the right.
Anything to the right, I'm fine with. Yes.
It's just like I'm always interested in when did the opportunity first get entered?
Yeah.
And also, what's the specific Entegris product? So that's just what we add.
Yeah. No. And that's great. I appreciate you moving it to the right. That allows me to just kind of take a big cut and paste out of the middle and throw it onto the bottom of mine. So.
Bam. Okay. So far, I mean, what we have, and this changes every month, is we've identified about $2.7 million of opportunities for Entegris, and I think that's going to grow this year. The guys are, we've got some new target accounts that we're working on in addition to the ones previously established. Going to the InView, the Jetalon, our goal was to increase revenue by 50% over 2015. We're almost there. We almost hit it. We fell short by about $20,000.